Hi, it's Brian Millich from Mondocat. We're up here at the Mondocat Bait Factory tonight. I just soon to be out there on that creek bank with the rest of you out there catching catfish, but every once in a while you got to go to work. So we're up here making catfish bait. We make the MondoMash cheese-based catfish bait. The MondoMash that we're selling nowadays is the old tried and true Doc's catfish bait. We purchased the company, we remade the recipe and make it the same way that Bob and his dad did over there at Parkersville, Iowa. So the MondoMash is just a remake of a product that's been around for a long time. Your grandpa used it, he caught catfish with it, you grew up catching catfish with it, MondoMash is there for you now. So the MondoMash product is ready for you. Check us out at mondocat.com. There's a lot of dealers across the nation already stocking the MondoMash, so you can get it at your local bait shop. As with any prepared bait, there's a few things you got to remember. One, if it gets warm, it'll get a little bit softer and a little bit harder to stay on. To help that, sometimes you can put a little cornmeal in with it. If it gets a little bit stiff from old, been around too long, or it's out in the sun and gets dried out, put a little cooking oil in it. Cooking oil will soften it up and does a very good job of holding itself together. So use oil to soften it up and use cornstarch to stiffen it up a little bit. When you're out fishing, try to keep it in the shade. Direct sunlight will make it softer, a little bit harder to stick on the bait. When you open up a prepared container, stir it up, mix it up a little bit. That kind of reactivates the smell and gets the stickiness going again. The MondoMash stink bait has a lot of stickiness to it. It really does. This bait is, I think, about 85 degrees right now and still, really sticky. Put your worm down in there, mix it around a little bit, and it'll come out with a nice glob on it. Obviously, it won't always stay on there. When you throw it out too hard, you can throw some of it off. So the guys that use it learn how to throw it out a little bit softer to get it out there. But the object of the stink bait is for it to come off. When it comes off, it leaves that trail that moves down through the water that the fish are looking for. So if it actually stayed on and never came off, it wouldn't work. So it has to come off, has to go out into the water and leave a scent trail for the fish to find and come up. So when you're using the bait, remember, stir it up. Get it going again. Use your dip worm, or however you want to use it. One of the products that's out there is a company called baitlock.com. The Mondocat has nothing to do with this company, but I know the people that have put this product out. It's a good product, guys. It has a movable container that you open up. You put the prepared bait in there. You bring it back. You lock it. Got a nice hook on it. You hook it up to your swivel or tie it on. Now you have a container that has ventilated holes in it, so the smell is going to come out and attract the fish. Good product, very good idea. Baitlock.com for that product. There's a lot of worms and sponges out there to use to hold your bait on. We have our own. We use the Doc's worms that have been around for a long time. So there's a lot of ways to get the bait on a hook, get it into the water. You all got ideas that you probably use and like. The dip worm is probably the most popular that everybody does use. This is a dip bait. It's not a punch bait. It's a little bit softer than a punch bait. But right now we're only making what was Doc's original formula. We will in the very near future be making an extra stiff that even does better when it gets into that 90, even 100 degrees temperature. So we'll have a variety of different products in the MondoMash. Blood is one of the next ones we'll be working on. Right now online we have the MondoMash in regular, and that is it. We also are very quickly be coming out with larger containers. We'll have the 48 ounce and the big 1 pound or 1 gallon containers. These are stuff ready to have labels to be sold. So we have different product sizes for you guys to look at and to get. MondoMash at mondocat.com. This is a catfish getter, just like old Doc used to say. This is Brian Millich from Mondocat saying, fish bigger, go home.